I think people love the gangster image.
Yeah, motherfucker.
They love your packaging that way.
Now find out who killed the shooters.
If you look at the amount of sales on certain types of movies, you like that image representing you on an international level.
This gonna take us out of the ghetto.
I think that's a problem. And don't come over here with your 4A South. Ain't talking to no 4A. Honestly, the girl's boring, mate. You make sure you look so bad. The baby hair that you guys do does not look good. What are you gonna do? Work in retail for the rest of your life?
I find that really annoying. Yes, I am naked.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year, okay? Happy 2024. So if you don't know, my name's Child of the Most High and you are on Shakura Online, where I talk about the experiences and perspectives of Black introverts. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about the influence of the gangster image in hip hop and how that shapes the perception of Black people and how that directly affects the lives and experiences of us Black introverts, okay? Let's go. I still get comments on my 10 struggles of Black female introverts video. I still get comments on that. And the one commonality in it was that our day-to-day experiences are greatly shaped by other people and how they feel and how they see us. We're all experiencing the exact same thing. So why is it that other people's behavior so greatly impacts our day-to-day life more than other groups of people? What is it about this identity, the Black introvert, that makes it difficult for us to navigate life and people day to day? I feel like it might be a bit controversial because you might think it's a bit far-fetched, but it's not far-fetched. But I really do think it stems from hip-hop. The image that is put out in hip-hop directly affects Black introverts. I think that the gangster image, that hood image everyone pushes in hip-hop has done more damage to the image of Black people than we realise. When people interact with you, there's a masculine and aggressive hood persona that is like embedded into the minds of almost everyone you interact with every day. And we are day to day fighting against that image and challenging that image in people's minds, whether we realise it or not. You understand? So let's talk about representation. People's first impressions of Black people stem from media. It's not the average day-to-day person, it's whoever is famous. That's the general perception that is formed around that group of people. People's first impression of Black women used to be Black American models. So in the 80s and 90s, and then it was 90s Black American actresses, then it was 90s Black American singers, and now it's 2024, 2023, rappers from hip hop. You understand? So we've gone from models to actresses to R&B singers to the women, the females that now dominate hip hop. And you know, it's how I keep saying American as well. This is actually a problem as well because Black Americans represent Black people on an international level, which I'm going to get to. I have a piece about how African Americans made themselves the default Black. Well, that's not for now, okay. The Black girls in hip hop are currently the most influential Black women in the world, which is unfortunate because it really does reduce us to just being one thing in the minds of many people. How is it that one group of people from one genre of music and one industry can represent Black people on an international level? I think that's a problem, but that's how easy it is. If they're not in your environment, you don't live among them, they're going to pull from what they know, which is what they see on screen. The programming from music videos, the programming from movies, the programming from TV. Yeah. It's really not a difficult concept to understand. Your experiences as Black introverts are being shaped by stereotypes. That's it. That's all it is. Your experiences as Black introverts are being shaped by stereotypes of Black women. Let's just look out. I have notes, by the way, so if I look to the side, just get over it, okay? So let's start off with a definition of what a stereotype is, okay? So a stereotype is to have a set idea about what a particular type of person is like, especially an idea that is wrong. Another one is to believe unfairly that all people, all things with particular characteristics are the same. No one has plucked it out the freaking sky, right? Stereotypes are based around truth, but you make generalizations about the entire group. So let me break it down for you guys, yeah? Very simple. Why people are so hostile towards you, okay? If every time you turn on your TV or pick up your phone and on your screen you see a Black woman behaving in a hostile and aggressive manner, you're going to come to see all Black women as being hostile and aggressive. It's that simple. It really is that simple. Did you hear what I said? Well, go rewind that. Go rewind it. You oppose that. You challenge that without opening your mouth. You're expected to be what they see on screen, and they expect you to play that out in front of them in real life. So you've been assigned a role that's not who you are. But that role was created from a stereotype. You understand? So that stereotype came from the media as well. So it's a stereotype that was presented from a persona by another black woman. Because most of them aren't even that in real life either. Even they're playing an actor against it at the time. So you cause offense because you're not playing your part. You're not supposed to be behaving like that. You're not supposed to talk like that. You're not supposed to dress like that. You're not supposed to take up the space in that way. You're too quiet. When you grasp it, it's quite sick. You're being attacked and treated based on the role they've assigned you in their mind, in their world. You understand? Pre-chosen identities. So it seems that when it comes to music, there are two identities that have been chosen for black women. One is what I call the black whore, and the other one is the black gangster. And everyone's bought into it, you understand? And this is what's affecting your life day to day. The images that have been programmed into people's mind by media about how black is supposed to be, a very limited range. That is why people are so hostile towards you. Okay, let's keep going. What is it that's so special about this image that it continues to pop up generation after generation? Simple, guys. The gangster image sells. It sells. It makes money. Best part, it's an identity that works well for both men and women. It works well in music. It works well in film. It works well in print. I mean, this gangster image really does sell. I mean, it really is a versatile image, can be used across all kinds of mediums and all kinds of media. And most importantly, guys, the gangster image is accepted by you, black people. You accept the gangster image. You like that image representing you on an international level. Not only do you like it, but other races love it too, because it's a representation of black that's familiar. Yeah. I wouldn't even say you guys like it. I'd say you fucking love it. I think people love the gangster image. Like, they love it. They almost get excited.
That's bull. Shut your mouth. Put you down there with him.
There's a bias though. Like, I'm not gonna get into it now, another video, but I do feel like people love the black man who's gangster on screen, but in real life they shit themselves. Like, they don't like him in real life. They want to destroy him, but on screen he's loved. He's actually adored. I find that actually fascinating. Look at your favorite movies and your favorite songs. Gangster. Gangsta. It's got a gangster vibe to it. I've been in clubs when certain songs will come on, and the vibe. I mean, people go off. I'm just gonna be honest. The Asian kids, love the gangster black image. I mean, they can't take it in real life. They shit themselves, but I think they love the gangster image more than black people. These are people who I don't believe value or respect black people, but love the gangster image. They love your packaging that way. If you look at the replays, the numbers of certain songs, the amount of sales on certain types of movies, the numbers are through the roof. But you put a black intellectual or a different type of black male or female, the numbers dip. It poses the issue. It does pose the issue for those of you who aren't like that, but we'll get into it another time. 50 Cent, I feel, was the man who made the gangster image international. He brought it to the West. Black Americans might have been aware of that gangster hood vibe, but that hadn't come over to England yet. I feel like it was 50 who really took that gangster image to an international level. They say that the gangster image started around 1988. Some people say NWA.
Fuck the police coming straight from the underground. A young nigga got it bad 'cause I'm brown.
I personally don't feel NWA gangster. I feel like they're the young black activists who use music to express themselves. The biggest issue with the gangster image, guys, is that you've now all begun to believe that this is who you are. Not like, oh, there's a gangster individual in the community and there's one gangster in the next area and in this parish or in this hood, whatever. But it's literally like, you believe that that's who you all are and that's who you're all supposed to be. That's a fucking problem. Especially for black introverts. It's so subtle. If the image that is the most loved of black men and black women is the gangster image, people are comparing it to that all the time. And you're being punished for not behaving in a gangster way or not having a gangster image. That's bullshit. As other races that do it to us as well, they expect us to behave in that way, and we are simply being receiving hostility for not playing out a role that they've assigned in our heads based off a stereotype from media. The gangster image was meant to sell records and sell music and package artists. Is a way of branding and packaging artists and music. Black artists. It helps if you're black. I've never seen gangster image doesn't really work well in other races. Like, do you remember in Get Rich or Die Trying? That mixed race boy that was pushing that gangster image.
Yo, Majestic, you. What up, baby? Yeah. It's like this, come on. Niggas that pull they heat and get shook. Die on these streets, you can't look weak. niggas will lay you down 6 feet. And when you lay down, you keep an eye open when you sleep. We took the food out your belly, nigga. How you gon' eat?
This doesn't work if it's not full black. It doesn't work in mixed rice. It doesn't work. You have to be full black. Prefer, the darker you are, the better. It might have been a few people in the community, but don't act like it was the average man. It really wasn't. Now, everyone's seen that image. They've seen what it brings, what fame it brings, what respect it brings, money, attention, wealth, success. And I think people have, over time, accepted it and adopted it. And so you can almost say it has become a part of the culture identity. But I also think it's something we need to really challenge, of how much of the gangster we allow in and what purpose it serves. Because we cannot hold every man and every black woman to that image. It's cleaners. Okay? It's literally cleaners off. So now you have artists coming in now, one after another, especially like in New York. I said New York push it harder because the image in New York is harder, isn't it? So the labels are branding their artists around this hood and gangster image. I'd actually say the sexualized image has coming to overtake that. But let's just kind of go back a bit. It was gangster, and it still is gangster, because there are artists now who are coming out gangster. I say Lola got a bit of gangster in there.
These niggas gon' hold me back. These niggas better hold my raps. These niggas got war stories, but my niggas done told me facts.
She definitely influenced by that gangster sound. Scar Lips definitely on the gangster team.
It's New York. Fuck, I look like telling a nigga good morning. Fuck, I look like being nice, sweet, charming, and woman. Get the fuck out, New York.
There's no range in the music industry. All we're seeing is like artists who are one thing, overly sexualized. I'm talking about the black whore and then the gangster image. It's two things. That's it. It's two identities. That's it. That's all you can be. You want to sell. If you want to have money, you want to have success. This is who you have to be to attain it. Adopt this image. Adopt this persona. Yeah. Remember, this is the music industry, right? So they don't care about necessarily the development of our black community or how these images affect our black community. It's a business. They're here to make money off of the black voice, the black face, and the black body, right? And the black image. Remember, they don't care. It's just they're just here to make money. It's something you must remember. Like, it's our job to protect that image. Other people will happily make money off of it and exploit it and pervert it and corrupt it for their benefit. If you got this far, make sure you like and subscribe, okay? God bless you. I got this far, Rasta. I got this far. How does it affect black introverts? Okay, stay focused right the fuck now. You understand? Stay focused right the fuck now. The gangster image is masculine, assertive, aggressive, hostile, and this represents the binary opposite of the introvert characteristics, which is like meek, mild, I don't want to say quiet, meek, mild, considerate, patient, righteous, introspective. A lot of you keep talking about hostile interactions in the workplace. Okay, the hostility you receive in the workplace is triggered by your very existence. You're not supposed to be that in this space. The energy and the presence that surrounds you is calm, it's collected, it's cool. And it's the binary opposite to the hype, also hyphy, you guys call it, or hype, or whatever you guys. I'm not young, so I don't really talk like you guys, but that hype energy that they think is supposed to surround that surrounds the music, it pisses people off. Your presence, your being, confronts their stereotypes about who you are and how you're supposed to behave. How a black woman is supposed to behave, how a black woman is supposed to behave. Say you're a threat to their reality, you're challenging their reality in their mind. They have all this world, these rules, whether they realize it or not, and it's characters, and you're not fitting the role that they've assigned to you, and you're pissing people off, and you haven't even opened your freaking mouth. So do you actually see how powerful you are, that you haven't even spoken and they knew you were different? That's how powerful you are, and I need to remember that. The power that you have, because I know it can feel quite disempowering being a black introvert, because the attack and hostility day to day is quite real, but you are more powerful than you realize. It's mad though, because you think, wow, why wouldn't they just adapt? Instead of adapting to who you are in front of them, they're going to disregard all evidence in front of them of who you are for who they think you're supposed to be. It's not even about you, it's about you're challenging their world and their beliefs. Your very existence is challenging their world and their beliefs. It's not about, oh, why don't this change? You're telling them to change their way of thinking about you and your whole race. No one's going to do that. You get it? So if they're not going to do that, what the fuck should you do? This is the next part I'm going to get into. There's no introvert game on the internet set here. There's no introvert game set over here. I'm going to teach you. I'm going to put you on, okay? Make sure you say in the comments, I'm with you. No one's ever said this because no one's really trying to overcome introversion. They're just kind of like dealing with it, but not really overcoming it. I'm here to overcome it. I'm overcoming it. I'm going to teach you. I'm going to teach you how to flip the script and put you in a more empowered position, because right now, you obviously feel quite disempowered, and that tends to be the introvert experience. But we need to start taking control of our identity and how we behave and how we're perceived. It's just that simple. My favorite word, power shift. So now that we know, as Black introverts, in every room we enter, there's going to be this hostile interaction with groups and with individuals. What the fuck do you plan on doing about it? You're saying every room I go into, I can pretty much anticipate the treatment I'm going to get, to where I'm kind of anxious going to this event. I'm anxious going here. I'm anxious being around these people in this space, or I avoid these spaces. And that's why is it everyone keeps experiencing this hostility? Because we're taking a passive role. We're sat back and we'll watch everything play in front of us. We haven't taken an active role in our lives, and it's shaping our experiences in that room. We have to take control, right? So what control do we take? We take control of our behavior, because we can't change other people, and we can influence them. And we influence them by changing our behavior. And this in turn will change how they interact with us. Meaning that you will have the power if you're now positioning yourself above them, and you're in control of that in that room, and you're no longer being attacked in the way you were before. If you take away one thing in this video, it must be this point. Listen, if you take away one thing from this video, it's about playing with people's perceptions of you. It's about playing with people's perceptions of you.
And this is the game I'm playing his ass. That's my job. That's your job.
That's your power. That's where the power is as an introvert. That's your power. So what do? Get your act on. It's time for you to get into character and take control of your image. See it as an act. Take control of how you're perceived by other people, and then you will see the shift, the power shift. They will still look at you, but now it's going to be for different reasons now, because it's going to be because they can't figure you out. It's really crucial that you shift your perspective on introversion and see it as a skill set to be mastered more than over an identity. But the first one is to get to understand that you are the main character. This is a game, and it's a power game. It's about shifting your power. Whenever you walk into the room, you're the weakest character in the room. Play with how they see you. Don't lock yourself down to one thing, and don't be too easy to figure out. Mastering the art of introversion, guys. That's not about forming genuine relationships or being your authentic self. It's about playing with how people perceive you. They're dominating you because of what they have in their mind. You need to play with it. Sometimes you play into it, sometimes you don't. But either way, you're going to play a role where they can't figure you out, which means you have to change your role to multiple roles and be multiple things. This is one of the ways introverts fight back. I'm teaching you a way to fight back without being physical, without being necessarily verbally abusive. Play with how they see you. Come in a different way. Say this. Stand next to this person, talk to this person, and then next day be quiet all day. I'm giving you a lot of game, guys. So make sure you subscribe for this series that I'm starting, Mastering the Art of Introversion. And the next video next week is called How to Deal with Hostile Interactions. You have to see it as a game, and you must have fun, because you're not going to play otherwise. Aren't you tired of the way things play out in the room? Do you not think that you can control that? Other people are doing it. They're doing their little things all the time to maintain power. It's a power game, and everyone's trying to get more and more power but you. And you're the most disempowered player in the game. Don't accept your current position. Change it. But in order to do it as an introvert, you have to take on multiple roles. And one of those roles is going to be the bully as well. You have to learn how to be a bully as well. How to play the bad guy. How to be the villain. I'm going to teach you that as well. You can't go in the room anymore. Your meek, natural self. You have to go in thinking, how can I assert myself? How can I go from a passive role to an active role again? So stay tuned for next week. New series, Mastering the Art of Introversion. Remember that you are Black introverts, powerful and in control. And the only way you can take control is by changing your position. And the only way you can change your position is by changing your role. And I give you permission to be the bad guy, to be the bully, and being all these things and messing with how they see you. Okay guys, so hope you enjoyed my video. If you like this kind of content on Black identity, introversion and perspective, make sure you subscribe. By joining the channel, you can be connected to other like-minded individuals. I'm going to be doing an interview series soon, so stay tuned for that. And in a world that's ever trying to change who you are, you stay black, you stay pure, and you stay righteous. Okay, I'll see you online.